So, I hear there's a process, there's a time frame, there's, a lot of things going on. So, Jim, share with us how, if anyone out there is fortunately or unfortunately, on the fence of, making such a decision. Share with us, how can we find a qualified, family law specialist to help us go through the process?
Sure. I'm going to remove myself from that equation because I don't want to plug the firm. It reminds me, when I have a plumbing issue and I'm like, okay, I go online, or electricity issue and I need an electrician and I go online and I Google, San Jose plumber.
1,000 of them popped up.
Yeah, and it's good to do that though because I put myself in the position of a consumer.
Yes.
I know that there are 40, 50, 60 plus phenomenal family law attorneys in Santa Clara County. I don't call them my competitors, they're my collaborators. They're my colleagues, and I'm proud to call them my
You probably see them at court too.
Yes.
You probably work with them too.
I lose to them in court, and I win with them in court, and all the above. So I know who they are, but I understand that the consumers don't. And so, when I will say, when I Google San Jose attorney, family law attorney, and I look at who's paying for those clicks, which our firm does not, we don't pay for anything like that. I'm surprised, put it that way. I guess that's a trash talking, so I apologize, but I'm surprised. So, first and foremost, I'm very pleased that people would be going and looking for a family law attorney to educate.
Right.
To educate. So that's they're already on the right path. Now, as to finding the right one, my rule of thumb is that you should interview 2 to 3 family law attorneys. So anyone who crosses your
internet search.
Exactly. The shadow's on my door and they're here in my office.
Word of mouth from friends or family.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyone who I have an interview with, initial consultation, which we always offer free consultations. I guess that's the plug. I tell them to get a couple other interviews, consultations, and I give them names. Or I ask them, who are you interviewing? And I tell them I won't often say anything negative, but I'll give them constructive, positive feedback. So you should have 3 interviews with family law attorneys because it's as much of an art as it is a science, the practice of family law. And it certainly runs the gamut as to the practice of and the quality of family law attorneys. And not just that. In my firm of 20 family law attorneys, attorneys differ with me as to a particular approach. And I love it. I love it because there's no one particular approach in family law that's necessarily right. Certainly some exceptions. But by and large, it's important to have a what's the word I'm looking for? To have a broad spectrum of different opinions as to how to approach particular matters, if they exist. And here's the reason why. You're going through the most difficult time of your life. You want to trust your attorney. You want to trust your expert.
They're your team. They're on your team. You're in this together.
If you have any second guesses, that's going to be an issue. So not just in the initial interview, at times through my representation of a client, I'll say, client, now's a perfect time to get a second opinion or a third opinion.
Yes.
I'm not trying to forecast, client, I don't believe in you, but it's more like it's important because you're going through such a difficult time. Your kids are your heart with arms and legs. So, but what does that mean for, like, okay, get 3 opinions, thanks, Jim, but like, how do I even find who that is?